Hello. Um, Possibly Sarita, possibly incredible. Incredible timing. Um, Also Cynthia was also early. Wow, you guys are incredibly punctual. Um, yeah, welcome. Hi. I'm happy to see you guys. Oh, I forgot to. I think the red is like fine, but I forgot to bring over my little lamp. Anyway, how's everything going? We are doing a regular writing stream today, so like three like writing sprints. Nothing crazy, nothing day long or anything. But yeah, how's it going? Hi Matteo. Hello. Hello. Yeah, how's it going? How's everyone doing? Um, Let me know. I was just like a minute ago, I was still just like laying in bed a little bit for a few minutes. It's kind of been a whirlwind of a day for me, but yeah. Oh, Mateo, I did do the post office thing, like the mailing. I did do that. And I'll have to see if I can email that other thing. But anyway, yeah, what are we working on? I'm being extremely professional, as you can see. Um, uh, Ali says, no writing for me today, just here to do productive stuff like cooking, cleaning, laundry, and walking, perhaps. Maybe, I don't know. It's about to freeze, so I'm just prepping. Right. Yeah, I hear about that, and it sounds terrifying with like the low temperatures. So when you say walking, do you mean like walking to the store for prepping and stuff? Um, Cynthia says, I'm finishing up a late lunch with some job applications. You're being so good about them. I'm really impressed. I found a really cool one, so I'm trying to get it done ASAP. Oh, hell yes. I wish you so much luck. I wish you so much luck. I know how hard this stuff can be. But I'm glad you found one that you are like excited about. Um, hmm, Sabrina is writing something, but unsure which project right now. Let us know if you need any help with deciding. Mateo is doing chores and then hopefully some writing, as is my usual. So with first always the chores. Um, Ali says, I'm like walking on a treadmill. I walk about a mile or two every day to stay fit. Helps with the labor later. Okay, fair. Okay, got it. About a mile. If I knew how much a mile is again. A mile. I was like wondering if I should do general productivity stuff or if I should do writing. But I think I'm definitely at least the first sprint going to write. Let me see. Mile, kilometer. Um, because even though I did do a sprint this morning, I was only like brainstorming and I had some general ideas about the scene, so like I could pick up there. Um, okay. So miles like a little bit more than like it's about 1.6 kilometers. Okay. Just in case anyone was wondering. Yeah. But you know how, like, when I write, I'm undecided. But sometimes sometimes I use miles or inches when I write, like I don't know, it's like an inch away or like some miles in the distance and stuff like that. Just because I'm like used to seeing that in books, even though I don't actually know what it means. And like I think it should depend on the work in progress, like which sort of unit makes sense there, but yeah, it's kind of funny. Well, like feet also, like I have no clue about feet. Um, but yeah. Oh, is that what they're called? That's really, really weird. Oh my gosh, yeah. I should do. I need to find a way to do some more workouts again. I don't think sitting this much is super good. Um, yeah, anyway. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to write for the first one. So maybe we should do a prompt already. Yeah, isn't that what I said? Like it's yes. Yes, it's 1.6. Um because you get to do whatever you want. Like that sort of thing. Yeah, that's hard to do. I have like I have like one professor in it's basically like accounting 101, I suppose. And she like will do I mean it's I guess in some ways it's just like simple math, but she will insist on doing it in her head. Um and she astoundingly is really good at it. But yeah. Um yeah, I guess 1 to 2 miles would be 1.6 to 3.2 kilometers. Anyway, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, kilometer does sound badass, right? I don't know. Um, uh, got it. Got it. Um, what was that about? I'll take that for the prompt, and we're gonna take a prompt, and you guys can decide. So we still have I don't know, I guess like three, maybe two settings, and a bunch of details, and a bunch of and a bunch of dialogues. We can do one of each. We can do two dialogue, two details. Like it's kind of up to you guys. Um, I also don't know. Me neither. Yeah, impressor. Um, yeah, I'm very also. You guys probably know that, but okay. Um, but like, yeah, I'm really getting into prompts, as you might have noticed. And I'm so excited. One, because like in February, it's the February, right? There's the writer games. Um, no, I don't even know want to know. I don't even want to know what. So I'm excited about writer games. I think that's in February. Um, and then I'm also incredibly excited about Dana's travel challenge because now that I'm like in this groove of like doing little prompts every day and like even having some like little short story ideas and stuff like that. Like I'm so excited about it. And also I'm probably going to be busy with exams, so like 100 words each day. It's big. Okay, anyway, Natia had spoken. I'm doing that a lot. Hey, Leah, welcome. Our first spot is crooked teeth. I know why. I know why. Because someone finished the draft. Applause. Applause, please. For Leah, who has been doing incredible. Like, it has been a joy watching her just like speed through all of the chapters. Incredible. Incredible. No, I'm not doing this one. I'm doing one stream with Dana during her challenge. It's is it the 5th or the 8th February or something like that. Um yeah, I don't know. I was really excited about hers, but I don't want to do any more extra streams during exam season. But I'm going to try and catch as many of your guys's. I have the wrong setup. Anyway, um, as many as I can of your guys's streams. Okay, so we have crooked teeth and we have curling petals. Two details. Yay! Incredible. So many good news. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Incredible. Okay, and dialogue. Oh, this is your mother. Okay, let me put this in the chat for anyone who wants to use these prompts so you don't forget. Bear with me for a second. Cook teeth, growing petals. Like by that I mean like flower petals that are like kind of, how do you say, like they're like kind of, I imagine them like kind of drying up, but could have other reasons, I suppose. And this is your mother. As always, if you use these prompts in any way, I am always very excited to see what you do with them because it's always so interesting because you can use them in so many different ways and put into a different context, they become very different. I'm glad. Okay. Leah, are you just like hanging out or do you want to do anything? I mean, it is like starting to be nighttime. One sec. I'm gonna plug it in real quick. Um, Otherwise I will already jump us on over to um the sprint layout. And I believe I have to change it anyway because we have hour-long sprints logged in here, I think, from the weekend. I guess the last one was 45. Right. So we're gonna do a switcheroo again. And here you go. Mysterious. Do you want to tell us more? Do you want to tell us after? Um, they want to tell us, otherwise I'm going to start the first sprint. Are we good in time? I guess. Somehow we have managed to chat for 15 minutes. I don't really know how, but the days of like 5-minute chats before and in between, I fear are behind us for the time being. Okay. Leah, if you want to let us know, you can let us know in the chat. I'm going to start. Okay. Being very mysterious. Okay. 30 minutes. Everyone, ready, set, go. Okay. I'm I'm so excited. I'm so happy that you guys took the prompts and ran with them. Oh, so exciting. Okay. Um, we will share them in a second, but how did it go otherwise? My writing went so-so. I mean, first of all, at some point I got kind of tired, so that's why I went to get myself a coffee, and I'm kind of like filling in with the few things that I already had from this morning, like the few things. Wow. Matthew wrote a short story. Okay, just 1 second. You guys, you guys are incredible. Incredible. So I just filled in some stuff, and I didn't use this prompt, but I had this morning I had drawn some prompts for myself to get myself going. So I still had those to like fit in as well, or like not fit in, but like I still had them. Um and yeah, but it's like slow going, it's not perfect, but it is doing something. It's certainly fine, Sarita. But I am okay, I'm so excited. We have, I think, four how do you say? How do you say when people send something into like a contest or something like that, or to a newspaper? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Um, yeah, it's interesting. Ali says it really inspired some horror-esque feels, but also my mother issues came up for some reason. Ooh, okay, I hope that was all right. Um, well, okay, awesome. So Rita randomly felt in the mood to do her Substack marketing article. Check her Substack, and it's going pretty well. No, it's going so well. So pretty happy. Amazing. Yes, submissions. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we had first Ellie came in and she wrote a sentence, or I don't know, two sentences maybe. She smiled, her cracked lips bleeding, revealing yellow and blackened, crooked teeth. She pushed her hair back, gnarled fingers with brittle nails like curling petals. This is your mother, he said. Damn, okay. And then I feel like, who was next? I feel like Cynthia's was slightly in a similar vein, or I don't know. It's also very interesting. Okay, I hope I can do it justice because I feel like it has like a lyrical um rhythm and stuff, and I'm not entirely sure that I'll hit it. It goes, this is your mother, my crooked teeth hidden beneath thin lips that can only form rotting words or sneers. This is your mother, my mascara nestled in the folds beneath my tired eyes. This is your mother, my empty stare with no hint of I love you, no hint of I hate you, no clues, no openings. I am my mother. I laugh. Um, I am like, I will admit, I'm not entirely 100% sure that I understand what's going on, but it's moving me to tears. So, um, oh, that's okay. I do that all the time when I do prompts. I forget one element or something. But I think that's just like you're running with whatever spark of inspiration you get. And so, I mean, that's really the idea of the prompt, right? Yes, me too. Me too. And then let's see. Mateo, have you, first of all, Leia wrote a freaking poem. Um, and then we're going to do a whole lot of reading, okay? Matthew wrote a whole short story. Okay, let me try and do this one also justice. And I can't, yeah, I can't put up your poem like visually right now. Be- I mean, I don't know. You could try and put it in the chat. I don't know how well that works, but okay. It goes. This is from Leia. It goes, the winter rose. Oh, the mystery of this delicious bloom. In the middle of the coldest night of the year grew the winter rose, with its curling petals still crumpled. She emerged from the ivory snow, a bud already blown up, shivering from the cold. Winter took it softly in its gnarling hands, smiling with crooked teeth. This is me. This is your mother? She said gently to the small flower, savoring the delicacy of its being. Shut up, Leah. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm seeing the words, and I hope I can transmit the words properly to you guys, but also you can see it in the Discord. It's in the snippet channel. Um, yes, amazing. Okay, and now you guys are literally making me so happy. Um, Mateo Leon Rodriguez has a short story. Okay. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Pietro. He was a mischievous child. He would always yell and scream that he could see a witch in the forest, but any time his parents ran over to check, there was no witch. Just a very amused Pietro. His mother warned him, witches don't like it when you call out to them. He never listened. He had never even seen a witch. He only heard stories about them from his parents. One day, when he was playing out in the forest, he got the urge to prank his family again. Before he could, though, an old crone approached him. Her dark robes covered most of her face, but when she spoke, her crooked teeth were revealed. They almost looked jagged. Her voice was hoarse and quiet. Quiet. Hello, child. What are you doing out here all by yourself? Pietro smiled up at her. Well, I am looking out for witches, you see. They are everywhere. In fact, they might be watching us right now. Didn't your mother ever tell you to not go into the woods alone? Yes, but I don't care. She's just old, cranky, and wrinkly. The old crone picked a flower from the ground. Interesting. Let's say this flower is your mother. Would you not try and care for it? Pietro snorted. I don't care about some dumb flower. He grabbed the flower from her hands and tossed it on the ground before stepping on it. The petals began to curl up and fall off. To his horror, he heard his mother scream. What a shame, the crone said slowly. I did not have to end it did not have to end this way. Damn. Pietro ran back to his house. When he got inside, he found his mother lying on the ground. Her back had been snapped in two. Oh my god, Matteo. Wow. Okay, this is also such an interesting angle to it. Like, this is your mother as being this is like a representation of her. Really cool. Yeah. Yes. Chills. Chills. Damn. You really surprised me. I did not expect that to happen. Also, the line of like, she's just old, cranky, and wrinkly. Okay, that was amazing. Um, do we have anything else to share how it went? Um, yes, everyone is loving the submissions. um, so yeah, I didn't use them. To be fair, now you got me like, you got my interest peaked. And I wonder if I should do something for the next sprint. But also, I don't know, like, if you guys want to have another round of prompts, because sometimes I wonder if I'm just like distracting you guys from your actual works in progress. But I mean, as I said to Ali, like, I often use the prompts to get myself going with whatever I'm writing in anyway. Like, I don't always do like a whole new story, but to be fair, in this case, I could have done also a sentence or something, because in some ways I also chose not to use the prompts because they didn't fit um with this scene where I am at, etc. Like, oftentimes you can make them fit in a lot of ways. So but this time I just couldn't think of it. Maybe the crooked teeth. But not really. I don't think either of them have crooked teeth, or I could have had it like as a description for, I don't know, maybe they're like, because they're in a cave, maybe they're like, which are the stalactites and the other ones? Like they could be, these shapes, these forms. I think you know what I mean. They could look like crooked teeth. It could be interesting. Curling petal. That could, I guess that could describe maybe the clothing of the mermaid, because it might get like a weird shape once it's dry, and it's like she looks like all awkward and bedraggled. That could be also interesting. And then the mother thing, it could be. It could be the moment when the old mermaid comes into the cave. Like, she lives on the island, but um, the mermaid who is like in the scene, she dragged Marta into the cave, wanting to not be seen by the old mermaid who lives there. But at some point, she's going to notice and she's going to come to the cave, and then Marta could be like, "Oh, this must be your mother," or something like that. So yeah, I guess that's the way that I could use the prompts. Oh, I'm glad that you like them. Oh, oh, that's so cute. Yes, that's true. You could, I feel like you can definitely use a lot of things for a metaphor, though, at least when I'm like in the, well, maybe it could work also, but if I'm in the POV of the mermaid, like, she doesn't use metaphors of like plants, but then maybe underwater there are something that also has petals and they maybe also work like that. Anyway, Ellie had said you can also describe someone as a curling petal as if they're blooming for someone. Or maybe curling inward as if shy, etc., etc., etc. Very true. Okay, I say we're gonna be brave and draw another round of the prompts. And like, as I said, like you can use them, you can leave them, you can use them for whatever you're working on anyway. And also do something freaking awesome as you did this round. Um, shall we do like the flip thing maybe with 2 dialogues? Do you want a detail or do you want a setting with those? But first, the dialogue. I will say I really like the dialogue prompts. I feel like they're really inspiring. Also like to think in like more yes, me too. Me too. Yes. Sophia says, Tanya, you've made me ravenous for prompts. Now I just want to write teeny tiny stories about random things. Probably good. Dana's job is coming up. Exactly. I feel the exact same way. I'm making myself ravenous for the prompts. Yeah, anyway, I really like um the dialogue ones because they kind of make you think of a scene of like something. Okay, see you later. Thank you. Okay. Here's our first dialogue. It says, just what I thought. And the second one, it says, it's time. Okay. So did we want a setting or a detail or a third dialogue? It's up to you guys. Just what I thought. And it's time. Or it's time and just what I thought. Let me know if you have a preference, otherwise I will just choose for us. Okay, you've more than earned it, Leia. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye. Um, Cynthia, do you have a preference? Perhaps. Or Allie? Green or orange? Or yellow, white, I suppose. Okay. You guys are very agreeable. You know what? We're gonna do a third dialogue. Feel funky. Oh, okay. We do have a code. Well then, it's more. One of the last 3. I mean, I can always make more, but this is a setting and it is adding. Okay. I'll write it down in the chat and jump us on over here. So we have just time and add. Okay, 30 minutes on the clock, and I wish you good luck. See you in 30 minutes. think. And just now you could hear a little bit of my music again. Whatever. Okay. So, first of all, how did it go? Also, like, sorry for the confusion. I had accidentally switched to the wrong outline just because, like, something kind of gave me a surprise on my screen. Whatever. So we had like 2 more minutes, more or less, than what it showed. Anyways, so first of all, and during the sprint, Renee came in. Hello, Renee. And Renee is trying to get some work done while the youngest is napping, but he's not feeling best today, unfortunately, and fussy. And then Big also came in. Oh, hello. And then, let's see. Mateo wrote a little thing based on the prompts. A little dialogue exchange. It's just as I thought. What? It's time. Time for what? Time to go into the attic. Why? Can't keep a demon waiting forever. That's really fun. That's really cute. Yes. It has um a little twist. Let's see. I think Cynthia also shared hers. And okay, let's see. um okay, I'll try. This is by Cynthia. No, please, she screamed. It's time, the wiry man said. He looked towards the others huddled in their kitchen, towards her mother, quietly sobbing into a stained handkerchief. But he's still so small, she said, shaking. You can't see the true way of things, just as I thought. Her mother wailed, curling into the throng. She wished someone would hold her instead, but they all must endure alone. Ships may pass in the dark, but each must keep their own inventory of lifeboats. Hand it over, girl, his voice filled with gravel. You'll never find him. Search the house, search the cellar and attic. Inside, the girl smiled, but she was careful to keep her lips still. She'd left her first creation where he belonged, a proper bird perched on a branch where he could watch the whole valley, even if he was only fabric, thread, and stuffing. Oh my god, okay. There were several twists and turns in that one. Let me look at it. Oh my god. This man is creepy. You can't see the true way of things. Damn. And what are they searching? I assume the little brother, maybe? Yeah. Also the creation. Also we're all in a really tense situation and but I can't help you out, mom. Sorry. Um we might. We might. We might. And he also was oh, we're spamming the snippet in the snippet channel in such a short span of time. Vic says, I finished watching Stranger Things season 1 with mother and her boyfriend. Was it great? Also, I feel like we're very much very horror-y today with our sprints, so that's kind of keeping in theme. The twist is they are looking for the stuffed animal, which asks, why is he after the stuffed animal? What's wrong with that? Oh my god, I love it. Sarita was getting lunch from the delivery driver and wrote more of the Substack. Fabulous. I am tempted to ask what kind of lunch. Also, Ellie, I think is like when she went in search of food. I wonder if she's going to appear now. As we're talking about food, Big says my horror of today is battling with my card to pay for my groceries. Oh no, is it not working? Like in the store as well? I always have these like anxieties about like, did I remember to even bring my card when I go grocery shopping? But it's not working. Thankfully, I've never had that. Okay, and I also wrote something. I will say that my scene is still like going very slowly, but I was a little bit inspired by the prompt, and I didn't want to like stay behind everyone, so I also wrote a little thing. A little thingy. Um, it's also a dialogue. Just what I thought. It's not a door. It's not called space. It's time. Okay, that's the wrong. Let me try again. Just what I thought. It's not a door. It's not about space. It's time. That's what he had tried to tell us. As in a portal through time. She asked in a tone she normally reserved for her little brother when he babbled about fairies in the underbrush. We are all looking at the same bunch of loose floorboards. We are all standing in the same dusty attic. It smells terrible in here, by the way. Yes. Hand me that crowbar. I'm opening it up. Your choice to stay or not. So I went like kind of sci-fi, I think. Um, delicious. Ooh, spicy chicken rice bowl. Hell yes. Hell yes. If you feel like it, send us a picture in the food channel. What? It says I exceeded my daily limit on the card, but you did not. Daily limits? What? Is it normal money? What do you call bank card? That sucks. Wait, we're talking about my attic, and I think it's just like I imagine that there's like a portal where you can. Interesting that I went with time travel again. I don't know. Just like the it's time kind of. I tried to play with it in a little not too obvious way, I guess. Who knows? That's okay. Me too. Oh, I really remember. I mean, most of the time my food is also not very aesthetic, but yeah, otherwise, did you do anything else besides writing your little snippets for the prompts? How did it go? I guess today is like maybe, I mean, for some of us, I don't know if Renee, how was it going for you with the work? Like, I don't know if you're busy um with the little one, but I think otherwise, oh, I guess Sarita is being super productive for sure. But otherwise, this might just be like a snippet writing prompt party type stream today. Yeah, that's what I love about these prompts, that you can take them and like turn them on their head, just make them like you change the context, you change the tone, you put it in a different part of a sentence, you leave it as a sentence, you give it a question mark, an exclamation mark, like you can do so many things. Yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting. Vic says, at least here it is normal that you set up a daily limit of how much money you can use, and then a smaller one for a single transaction. Yeah, my limit is set up somewhere around 5,000. Okay, well, I suppose that I possibly also have that, but you don't very easily like spend 5,000 euros. Ooh. Everybody is trying to organize her Canva, but not sure the best way to go about it. I feel like it doesn't make it too easy to organize. I generally just have like a general folder, like I basically have a YouTube folder and like I think like personal and also writing one with like yeah. Go Sarita, you can do it. And like for mood boards and stuff, I think I basically just have these three categories. Well, and I guess I do also have, I often like, for example, with the thumbnails, they're mainly like they're basically just one, what do you say? Like one document or one thing. And then I just add another page, another page, another page, another page. But I guess you can't easily do that retroactively. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly how to organize Canva in a useful way. So far it's working out for me, I guess. And then and then I also sometimes with like the uploaded photos, uh it's hectic in there. Um like yeah, I guess I haven't had it too long yet. I think. Or maybe something like 2 years. But also, I have no sense of time, so who knows? Yeah, I just like generally have also organized the uploaded photos at some point, but then at some point you also like you don't do it anymore, then it gets messy again. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Also, like depends like how messy it is at the moment. Renee says, yeah, trying to make things easier to find and do things. Yeah. It doesn't have to be pretty or anything. Just maybe like having a few big buckets would help. And it's like a little bit easier at least. Easier to find, I don't know, like one thing amongst a smaller pile at least. Yeah. In Sarita says, you know how people have a downloads folder? That's my camera. Yeah, fair. You might have to organize it, but it's always like with these tasks, like they're never quite urgent. You always have a bunch of other things to do. You never really have time to do it. At least for me. So it's just one of those things that maybe in a moment of weakness I will do a little bit. And otherwise I just wait for it to get unbearable, I guess. Um Cynthia says low, and then I have the kind of chaos where I organize everything in my downloads folder. Documents, haven't touched it. Everything I need is in downloads. Okay, that is very unconventional. I've never heard anyone do that. But you don't only have downloaded things, right? You also have like documents that you create on your desk and like save there, I would assume. So Rita says, no, literally, I've organized documents, but everything is still in my downloads as well. Yeah, I feel like that's me because it kind of automatically like saves it in downloads, which maybe is something to change, but yeah. So Rita says, so if I can't find it in a folder, then it must be in downloads. But if it isn't, okay. And Cynthia is agreeing. I'm not entirely sure that I understand you guys' organization systems, but hey Emma, welcome. Welcome. We're, to be honest, we're like in the like wrapping up chat at the moment. We've already done 2 sprints. But happy to see you. How are you? How are things? Um, I have a few of your videos in my queue that I have to watch. I'm like curious about the one about writing to publish or for fun, or writing for money or for fun or something like that. Because I am moving very much into the I'm just writing for fun at the moment. So I'm curious about that one. Anyway, huh, interesting. Interesting how you guys find each other. I don't really understand it, but sure. Sarita says, the point is, there is no organization, at least for me. Lol. I don't know. I try. Then it gets a little bit messy, I guess. Sorry. I guess I'm like moderately good about organizing and documents and having like the folders and stuff. But then I will also be like searching stuff and not be sure where I have it. So yeah. Cynthia says I got a new computer last night, so I'm trying to be better this time. Oh yeah, the like the optimism and the this time for sure, and the like newfound belief that you have when you have a blank slate. Yeah, but it can be a good point, like a good moment to try and set up something. Like I guess maybe the organization will never be perfect. Like you set up something, some sort of system, and it works for a while, and then it's kind of starts like collapsing in a way, but it's still more organized than complete chaos, I guess. Sarita got one in November, so I've been organizing my extra hard drives and stuff, but my downloads folder is still had. Oh god. Oh, that reminds me, I have to back up some stuff. Thanks for the reminder, yeah. That's one of those things that I try to do every now and again. I mean, I do have like an online thing as well, but I feel safer when I have it reachable. Um, oh, sorry. I think we're going to like do like 5 more minutes before I might um send myself to bed. Florida says, oh my god, I did that and just started deleting stuff because I was like, screw this, it's taking too long. That is something I'm afraid of. Really like deleting stuff. I try to be better about it, and but I do have these anxieties that I think like come from like anxiety is maybe bit of a big word, but these like worries, I guess, that come from like my ADHD and not trusting myself sometimes, like trusting my short-term memory and stuff. Um, like I'm like I often have these like literally a second before, for example, literally a second before I checked all of the knobs on the oven, they're all off. And then I convinced myself that I can't trust my memory from literally a second ago and I have to check again. Um, so like deleting stuff is a little bit um tough sometimes. And I will rather have like everything messy and double and triple than not have it at all, I guess, sometimes. Um Cynthia says, I'm not a physical hoarder, but I am a digital one. Everyone's backed up. Everything's backed up like 3 times. I feel like 3 times, from my perspective, is not hoarding yet. I don't know. Like for me, I have it on the laptop, I have it in the cloud, and then I have it on an external hard drive. I feel like isn't that still prudent? Like, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm more like this. Matthew says the only thing in my download folder is stuff I download, basically just images with thumbnails and reports. Yeah, but I also feel like you just go downloading stuff left and right when you like open a PDF online or something. I don't know. uh, that's so cute though. Uh, Matthew says so relatable. I overthink things too. I triple check things constantly. Yeah. Or also like, you know how like when you have a carton of eggs and when it's empty, you put it on the ground and you step on it to flatten it. That's what I do anyway. And like I've gotten better about it, but I swear I would like I just now I was using the last egg and I'd be holding the empty carton. I close it. I'm ready to put it up down to like flatten it. Then I'm like, am I entirely sure that there's not an egg in there? So I open it again, and wow, there's not an egg. Who would have? So yeah, little tiny neuroses. Vic says my digital spaces are pure mess. I'm not even going to look at it or I might shut down my brain. Yeah. Okay, but I feel like that is from my maybe possibly digital hoarder mentality. That's a kind of chaos that maybe at some point you need to address, maybe even more so than organizing your things. But that's my worrying, I guess, also. Renee says, like, I'm trying to make folders for like YouTube, Instagram, and then there's writing and mood boards and things like that. But most of the time, we also share those things on socials. So, yeah. But that's kind of what I do, I think. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I guess I'm tired. Okay, 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to let you guys go. What are you going to do, by the way, for the rest of the day if you still have like some time left in the day? Which I think you all do except for Vic, or depending on when Vic is going to go to bed. Cynthia says, I do the same thing when we try DVDs to the library. I check after I put the DVD in it, in the car, and before I put it in the Dropbox. Wait, you check after I put the DVD in, again in the car, and before I put it in the Dropbox. But I never turned in an empty case, so it works. It does. it does work, but it just gets me a little bit like annoyed because like I know that I did it. I know it, but I can't trust it. But I do get better at it. Um, Same with like having to insert like bank account numbers and stuff. Like I wish we didn't have to do those because like Jesus. But I never make a mistake, so um Mateo is going to write in one of the projects or record a video, hopefully. Oh, nice. Okay. Keep us posted. Also, if you have a plan, when are you going to like make the voting on what you're going to work on next? Um, sorry for Vic says, excuse me, I have time and writing to do. There's a scene and book video I want to write. Do not let me stop you at all, just because I'm tired and going to bed soon. You do you. I might actually have to still send out an email, and I also need to get to reading a thing, Cynthia. I'm not forgetting, and I should at least like read over it once, and then I can have it noodling in my brain and look at it again over the weekend properly. Um, oh, Emma's working on copy edits, and Renee says kids will get home in 45 minutes. Then it's book, bags, and wait. Then it's book, bags, and study if they need help. Then chores. Then I make dinner, and hopefully after dinner I will have like an hour and a half to write. Then bedtimes. What is book? I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I hope you get like an hour and a half is a really good amount, I feel like. I hope you get that time. Like, I don't know. I always wonder if there's other live streams going on, but I don't. I mean, I guess there's always, not always, but often. Like sometimes I will see something on my feed and like I've never seen them before, but they're live and they're doing some sort of writing stream. Like, but it's not so easy to find them. I guess there's the live stream tab in YouTube, but I feel like you can't like filter. It's just like whatever live stream. Um, Renee says, and then I write till around 11 p.m. and go to bed myself. That sounds really good. Oh, okay. So first the video and then the voting. And Sarita says, I'm gonna see how much I can finish off this marketing plan article. Hopefully line it up with finish my video edits. Hell yes. Hell yes. And Cynthia is said my sister told me she would call me after work today, so I'm going to chat to her and then have a regular chill night. Probably watch some X-Files or something. Oh, nice. Okay. That sounds really good. Um, so yeah, I'm sorry to like have to say bye already. Especially like with Emma having come in not too long ago. But I mean, you've seen me on a bunch of times, so I think it's time. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to see like so like I've done these monster. It's 10 p.m. right now. So I've done these monster live streams during last weekend, right? Some of you have been there. And like, I'm not making any promises, but I do have like a bunch of, especially like next 2 weeks, I still have classes, but then after that, I'm going to have to do more like spending the whole day studying and being focused and organized and stuff. So I'm wondering if I should do some more long, um, long live streams at some point. I'm not too sure about this weekend, but yeah, you'll see whatever I like schedule. Right, so that is, I think you're like in Central then, right? Someday I will remember. Um, yes. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Matthew. Um, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you soon, or at least like next Thursday. So, okay, bye.